There's a reason why books like Watchmen and The Walking Dead are so universally praised. They push the medium to new limits and have some pretty universal themes to them. And in the case of The Walking Dead, there are zombies. This is The Walking Dead Book 1, which collects the first 12 issues of the fantastic Image Comics series written by Robert Kirkman and drawn by Tony Moore and Charlie Adlard. Now, I first experienced The Walking Dead through the fantastic AMC TV show, but there's a lot different between that and the original comic source material. Characters, events, settings, but mainly the comic moves along at a lot faster pace. And that makes sense. But instead of comparing this book to the show that came years later, let's talk about this book's merits itself. The first thing you notice is the black and white art. Nope, this isn't like the Essential books. This is its original presentation. And that just seems to give the book more gravity, and through the efforts of the fantastic artists, is handled well enough to the point that images don't become muddled and blend into one another. And even though both artists are certainly great, Tony Moore's limited run for only the first 6 issues just looks so much more spectacular. The art style is extremely polished and kind of cartoony, yet very detailed. Charlie Adlard certainly keeps that to a degree, but it's a little rougher and less cartoony. Now, that's a criticism for me because of my love of art in the realm of Humberto Ramos, but others might appreciate it more. But without the writing talent of Robert Kirkman, those images wouldn't have the same meaning. The Walking Dead, while taking place in a zombie-riddled apocalypse world, is just as much about the character development as zombie-killing action, if not more. The creation of each character's personality is handled well and clear to the reader from the start, and while some characters go too fast to fully feel the impact of their death, those that survive only mean that much more. Dialogue is solid, realistic, and the themes, plot, and logic that goes behind the dialogue and events really reflect the situation realistically. Well, as realistic as a zombie apocalypse can be. But in the end, The Walking Dead Book 1 is also just a tremendous page-turner. I would look forward to seeing what tragedy or misleading happy event would occur next, and that speaks to the quality of the book more than talking about how art and dialogue is handled ever will. I recommend that every reader of comics read this, period. Well, just make sure you're old enough. There's some swearing and graphic scenes in here.